Every small coin you carry has gone through conditions that would destroy most everyday materials. Intense heat, capable of melting solid substances. Crushing force, strong enough to deform heavy metal objects. Yet somehow, these simple round pieces remain a part of daily routines, used in machines, parking systems, or to grab a quick cold drink. Surprisingly, producing one of the smallest coins can actually cost more than its face value. The process begins in a large industrial facility where massive rolls of metal, stretching hundreds of meters, are stored. Each roll has a different shade, reflecting the unique metal mixture used for different coins. These heavy coils are carefully mounted onto rotating systems that slowly unwind them, feeding long sheets into a powerful cutting machine. Even with automation, skilled workers stay nearby to monitor the process, as the metal sheets can sometimes resist smooth feeding. Once aligned properly, however, the machine handles them effortlessly, pulling them in with precision and control. The cutting system works much like a giant mold, stamping out thousands of round metal pieces every single minute. As the blanks are produced in rapid succession, the machine creates a steady rhythmic sound, signaling continuous output. But not all of the metal becomes coins. Large amounts of leftover material, irregular in shape, collect on the other side in massive piles. These scraps are gathered and later broken down to be reused in the production cycle. At this stage, the metal discs have formed, but they are not fully complete. Their thickness matches the final product, yet their width is slightly off. That adjustment will come later. Before moving forward, these pieces must pass through an intense treatment phase. High-temperature chambers are prepared, while nearby tanks hold specially treated liquid. The discs are about to undergo a transformation involving both extreme heat and controlled cooling, an essential step before they become finished coins. Now comes the stage known as heat treatment, one of the most intense parts of the entire process. It starts with an environment of extreme heat, where safety is critical for anyone working nearby. Inside a specialized furnace, the metal discs are exposed to temperatures reaching around 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite this intense heat, the discs come out looking unchanged. That's because the furnace operates in a carefully controlled atmosphere with almost no oxygen present. Without oxygen, the metal doesn't react or discolor, allowing the surface to remain clean and unaffected. However, once they leave the furnace, the discs are still extremely hot. To stabilize them quickly, they are immediately transferred into a specially prepared liquid. This isn't ordinary water. It's a carefully balanced mixture designed to cool the metal while protecting its surface. Without this treatment, the discs could stick together or lose their clean appearance. So along with water, additional elements are mixed in to ensure the discs cool evenly and remain separate from one another. One of the key ingredients in this cooling mixture is a fine acidic compound, already processed into powder form before use. Its role is to clean the surface of the metal by loosening any residue or buildup, leaving the discs with a fresh, polished look once they're fully processed. This compound also plays a more specific role for certain types of coins. Some coins are made from a base metal with a thin outer layer of another material. Over time, oxidation can form on the surface, but this treatment helps remove that layer without damaging the metal beneath. The result is a bright, clean finish, at least at the moment they leave the production line. In addition to cleaning agents, the liquid also contains substances that reduce friction. These prevent the discs from sticking together as they cool down rapidly after extreme heating. Once cooled, the discs move on to a cleaning stage. Different facilities may use slightly different methods, but the goal is the same: to thoroughly wash and prepare them for the next step. Large lifting systems scoop the discs out of the liquid and transfer them into washing units, where they are cleaned and readied for further processing. In another production setup, a rotating drum system is used instead of lifting equipment, slowly turning as it moves the metal discs along, but achieving the same outcome. From there, the discs pass through a cleaning stage, where a specialized machine uses a blend of cleansing solutions and protective agents to bring back their natural metallic shine while preventing surface damage. Once dried, the discs are ready for edge shaping. Earlier, they weren't at their final dimensions, and this is where that changes. Each disc is guided through a narrow channel, slightly smaller than its current width. As it passes through, the outer edge is gently pushed upward, forming a raised rim. This rim is not just for appearance, it plays a crucial role. Without it, the discs wouldn't move forward in the process correctly. After this step, workers carefully inspect the pieces, ensuring the edges are properly formed and that every disc meets the required size standards. This inspection acts as an early safeguard against low-quality or imitation pieces entering circulation. With the rise of imitation currency attempts, strict quality control has become more important than ever. Large quantities of fake coins and cash have been intercepted over time, showing how essential it is to maintain precise production standards. Without these controls, it would be much easier for counterfeit items to blend in unnoticed. Once the discs pass inspection, they move forward through a guiding system that channels them into the next stage. Some of them undergo an additional polishing process, where they are placed into rotating drums, along with cleaning materials and small metal beads. This smooths out their surface and gives them a refined finish. Afterward, they are carefully rinsed and dried, ensuring no residue remains. But this gentle handling is only temporary. The next phase is where everything changes. The prepared discs are now sent into a powerful stamping machine. Here, under immense pressure, detailed designs are pressed onto both sides of each piece, transforming them from plain metal discs into recognizable coins. This stage is one of the most intense and defining moments in the entire production journey. At this point, the transformation becomes intense and precise. A powerful machine stamps detailed designs onto both sides of each metal disc at the same time. This is done using enormous pressure, carefully adjusted depending on the type of coin being produced. Regular coins are struck under heavy force, while larger or special versions require even greater pressure to achieve sharp and clear details. Some coins go through this process only once, but higher quality pieces are pressed multiple times for a more refined finish. The entire system operates at high speed, with hundreds of coins being formed every minute across multiple machines working together. Each disc is held firmly in place by a solid metal ring during the process. This tight fit is possible because of the raised edge formed earlier. Without this support, the metal would spread out under pressure and lose its proper shape. This supporting ring plays a crucial role in shaping modern coins. Before such systems existed, coins were often wider and less practical to carry in large numbers. Today, thanks to this precise control, coins maintain a compact shape while still preserving their strength and thickness. Even though the size has been refined, the material composition remains carefully balanced. Different metals are combined in exact proportions to ensure durability and consistency. After the striking process, finished coins begin to gather in large quantities, moving along conveyor systems into collection containers. Periodically, inspectors examine samples to ensure that the designs are clear and accurate. If any flaw is detected, those coins are removed and sent for reprocessing. Special machines deform these rejected pieces so they cannot be used, after which the material is recycled. Some of these unusual pieces may even find their way into the hands of collectors. Strict inspection is essential to ensure only high-quality coins move forward. Without these checks, defective or imitation pieces could easily enter circulation. That's why multiple layers of verification are carried out before approval. Once cleared, the coins are carefully counted and weighed, then packed into large, heavy containers. When filled, these containers become extremely heavy and require specialized equipment to move them. They are then placed into storage, where they remain until they are needed for distribution. From there, they are sent out into the financial system, eventually reaching everyday users. For a time, they sit quietly in storage, but soon enough, they will begin their journey into daily life, ending up in pockets, wallets, and transactions everywhere. Thank you for joining me on Metrixor. I'll see you again in the next video.